Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kendall Graveman, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
Stepping into the box, Alex Bregman, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest three-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 0 for 8. High in the air out to center field. Pinder will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
These guys are hoping that Altuve can turn it around today. He had only 2 home runs last month, which is not good for a guy that hits in the middle of the order. They're going to need a lot more production, a lot more power from him moving forward. They expect it, and so do I.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Nelson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Bregman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, Dero, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket. Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Now in the box, Carlos Correa. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. High and deep to left center field. Davis going back, and this one is gone. A home run.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Yuli Gurriel is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. High in the air out towards shallow right. Hernandez is there, and the side is retired. But 3 runs. Settling in now, Stephen Piscotty. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball that just misses inside. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late. 5-3 in their last. There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Base is empty here with nobody out. And there's ball 1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Keuchel has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Jed Lowry will be next. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider down low for a strike. Lowry, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he got him.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. He's totaled 4 hits in 28 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Changeup in for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Keuchel pauses. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fisher will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Evan Gattis now standing in. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses there. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Evan Gattis is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Striding into the box, Derek Fisher. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Pinder is going to have room out there as he puts the
Leading off for the game.
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Gurriel is there. He's got it 1 away. So stepping in, Marcus Semien. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Marco Hernandez steps in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Semien, the runner at second with 1 away. Ready with the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Takes a high fastball for a strike. On the ground to the left side. Bregman gloves it on to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping in, Chad Pinder, runner in scoring position with 2 down. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the 3rd from the Coliseum here on the show. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Hernandez over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. At the plate, Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that one right down Main Street.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Reddick leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Fouled off. Once again, a 3-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Astros leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll look to duplicate his first at-bat when he homered to open the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So coming to the plate, Hanley Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Left side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. Next will be the designated hitter, Jed Lowry. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the stretch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And another foul ball. Now another 0-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Pinder giving chase. He's got it 1 away. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting the showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Piscotty back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. The bouncer to the left side. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
2-0 now. Liner toward right center. And he lays out for it, but he can't pull it in out in deep center field. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line drive base hit. Now a long throw home. But this won't be in time, as he's well safe and the run scores.
Now batting, captain.
Digging in now, Nick Hundley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Popped him up. Gurriel is there for it. 1 out. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. Stepping up now, Marco Hernandez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Altuve for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. And that brings up Chad Pinder as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. And this is lined softly to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Back up the middle. And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third, and we are tied at 3 apiece.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, D-Roll, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let the... Evan Gattis now standing in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Striding in for Houston, Derek Fisher. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up and it says 0-2.
So we got him looking there. Derek Fisher becomes the second out here in inning number 5. First pitch coming. Here it is. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Halfway home, tied at 3. Ready for another shot now. Hanley Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
First baseman, Hanley Ramirez.
Here comes the first pitch. A less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hands.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Bregman has it. And there's one down now. And with one gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Athletics are challenged.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Stepping in now, Matt Chapman. Fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. So 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, who was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Piscotty. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Here's Nelson Cruz now. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't hold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2. Digging in, Chris Davis. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel. Here comes the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Again, another foul ball. And that one just missed outside.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Popped up. Gaddis over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth. And that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher, Nick Hundley. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are two away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is back toward the mound. Oh, and he just throws the glove up there. A's are gone in order. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds it 3-3. Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hard hit ball to short. Simeon's there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a liner. Foul. Tapped out in front of home. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. In now, Evan Gaddis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. Chapman is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So a 4-pitch inning as the Astros. Will Harris gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Will Harris.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Look out. 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
Fouled off. The 3-1. Shoots this one over to first. Gurriel picks it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Joe Smith takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Ready now, Chad Pinder. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike. Turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Down the third baseline, and that's through for a hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Here's Hanley Ramirez.
Third baseman.
Matt Olson come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28. Olson.
And that misses inside. 1-0. The numbers coming in. He's at 255. 21 homers, 57 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. Olson is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat pad.
Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone. Here's Jed Lowry now. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And it's quickly 0-2. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger in the side. Matt Olson will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 28.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Time now to give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-3 ball game. Both pitchers turning in fairly good performances, as you can see on the graphic. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Popped him up. And there's out number 2. 8th inning here in Oakland, and they don't come much tighter than this. All even as you get a look at the line score to this point. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Still 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied at 3-3. Tony Sipp is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready for another chance? Matt Chapman. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So digging in now, Chris Davis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Into the box, Nick Hundley. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And he fouls this one off. Hundley in front, 3 balls and a strike. Marcus Semien would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
2-1 now. The 2-1. Drilled down the line. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Marco Hernandez steps in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far this year against Southpaws, Hernandez is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Altuve is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Ryan Presley will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. 1-0 the count. 1-0 pitch on the way. A high fastball is in there. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Pinder moves over. 1 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So striding forward now, Carlos Correa. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that's in there for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Missed with a slider. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on. And the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Ken Giles enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Andrew Benintendi will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Popped him up. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are two away now. At the plate, Matt Olson. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and that's off the left field wall. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a two-out double.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. Two-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Into the box, Jed Lowry. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. 2-2 the count. Possible winning runs at second with two down, however. Line hard toward right center. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. So they can't get that. Andrew Benintendi will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 6.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ball one to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. One out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
The next 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here comes another 0-2. Missed with a slider. Line hard. Foul. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Blake Trinan is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Evan Gattis now standing in, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0-2 the count to Evan Gattis. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Low and away with that one. It's 1 and 2.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and out.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Alex Bregman. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Digging in, Josh Reddick, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A high fastball is in there. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
A ball and a strike now. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Fouled away. Another full count pitch on its way. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Carlos Correa will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Odrisamer Despagne comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Strike. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't good.
Now a throw homeward is offline. My goodness. From the stretch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Correa on third with 2 out. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while. Told 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Jake Marisnick will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Way in front of a great slider that time. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here he comes again, 1-2. Drilled to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely. Here's Chris Davis now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Hey, another base hit right there, D-Roll. They've already stranded 10 runners. Could this possibly be 11?
And that's the name of the game right there, Danny. Hitting with runners in scoring position. You have to find a way to buckle your chin strap and stay in there and fight for a knock.
The 1-0. This one's down to third. Bregman gloves it to second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Next up for the A's, Nick Hundley. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. He's got it, and the Astros have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over. 9-3 the final tally here in this one. Houston posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Ken Giles gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
13 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is